Hello there, my dear friends. It is truly a wonderful pleasure to listen to you today. Sometimes it is really incredibly convenient to have these conversations together.
When there is no depot, some people think that the realtor profession is literally coated in honey. The thriving Texas economy gives the impression that houses are springing up like mushrooms. Crowds of people are moving to Texas, and real estate is being bought and sold literally with the snap of a finger. That's how the myth was born that there's simply no easier profession than being a realtor. But is that really the case? In order to provide a complete answer to this question, let's spend an entire day together with a realtor from Dallas Luxury Realty, Larisa Dostal. Larisa, could you tell us exactly how your Monday morning, the very start of a busy new realtor week, typically begins?
With yoga.
Really, with yoga?
I've been practicing yoga for 10 years now. For me, it's about balance, both physical and emotional. And the more centered and balanced I am, the better I can support and assist my clients, a great number of whom eventually become my friends. And
what brought you to this profession?
Many people after moving to America go through a period of searching for themselves. I went through the same stage myself. And in the first years, I studied English at college while also teaching. I studied Russian language and literature at the University of Texas at Arlington. It was through my teaching career that I met someone truly unique and special to me, Katya Woods. It was her incredible example of success, her constant support, and her truly boundless faith in my potential. Her belief in me and in my husband Derek inspired me to finally go study to become a professional realtor, pass the state exam, and successfully get my license.
Larisa, just as you asked me to do, I actually called our company's lawyer. I have some very encouraging and positive news for you and your client today. He has drafted a special agreement, and the sellers have already reviewed the terms and agreed to sign it right away. So your client is actually getting even more here than we promised. Yes.
Than we expected. And the deal will close on time. Very good, thank you.
You're welcome. Dallas Luxury Realty has been operating in the Dallas real estate market and its surroundings for several decades now. We close about $90 million worth of real estate deals every single year, and we have an exceptionally large and diverse client base. Larisa is not only the director of our international department, but also one of our most successful and highly rated realtors. Today we were discussing a significant new investment deal for one of Larisa's important clients. It's a very challenging and complex deal. We even had to involve our company's lawyer, but in the end, today we successfully reached a final agreement with the buyers and sellers, and our buyer is getting even more than he expected.
Oh, look. Hello there. I have some really wonderful news for you. We just wrapped up our very productive meeting with Katya Woods, and she finally gave me the signed and ready agreement that the lawyer prepared. I'm going to send it to you now via DocuSign so you can sign it. I have good news. You're getting even more than you expected. And thank you. We try to do everything possible for our clients. As you know, we've been working together for more than a year, and the deal will go through on time. I know that was important to you. So expect it. Literally in 5 minutes, you'll receive it. I'll be available, so call me if you have any questions. Have a great day. All the best. All the best. Goodbye. It's very nice. Grateful clients.
Wonderful. Did you have any other questions today?
For me, the profession of a realtor is truly multifaceted. First of all, it's about helping people, helping my clients. It's an important situation in their lives, whether it's buying or selling a home, moving from another state, or even relocating from another country. For example, last year I was able to help 2 of my families from Moscow rent homes, right here in Dallas, while they were still back in Moscow. Leshina, we are now standing near the house you wanted to see today. Look how beautiful it looks from the outside. Yes, just like it's always like that in the photos, as we slowly walk up to the house.
I'm that very client from Moscow to whom Larisa Dostal showed houses over Skype. I want to tell you about my experience working with Larisa. I met Larisa completely by chance. While on a business trip in the United States, my husband visited the Armenian Church of St. Sarkis and began inquiring about who might be able to help or who they could specifically recommend for renting a house. Several people there unanimously responded and very highly recommended Larisa to us. In addition to the fact that Larisa is a very patient person, which was very important to us because the process of renting a house from afar requires a lot of patience, she also turned out to be very honest and professional. She never once tried to rent us a house that she felt we would not like at all. At the same time, she understood that we were coming with 2 children and that we needed the optimal house in a community with very good schools where our children could easily adapt. Our viewings were a lot of fun. Larisa would enter the house and start a Skype call right from the door. And my husband and I, glued to the screen, would watch. What does the kitchen look like, Larisa? Can you show us the faucet? How many rooms are there? And what is the neighborhood like? Of course, this took an incredible amount of time and patience from her, and for that we are extremely and deeply thankful to Larisa. But in the end, we found that very house that
We really wanted to get, she helped us get exactly the perfect dream home we specifically needed, even though it was already off the market at the time. And we are absolutely satisfied with everything, with the community and with the school that helped our children adapt in the very first year. And we feel at home here. Every 2 years as a realtor, I have to renew my license. For this, I study, take exams, and get a new license. But in addition to that, I take all kinds of courses, classes, and trainings to help my clients in the best possible way. For example, I just signed up for a class. Successful negotiation. I believe that this professional knowledge will help me effectively and successfully assist my clients and represent their best interests. In complex transactions, I strive to do my absolute best to help in every way that I can, to make immigration or relocation as smooth and stress-free as it can be for my clients. Dear Irina and Vanya, congratulations on buying your home and on closing the deal. The documents have been signed. We are waiting for the bank to transfer the money, and then you will receive the keys. Thank you so much for reaching out to me, your realtor, Larisa Dostal, at our agency, Dalshi Realtor. It was actually well over a full year ago when you first came here to Dallas. From the very bottom of my heart, I offer my sincerest congratulations to you and wish that your new home is always warm, cozy, and filled with the delicious smell of fresh pies and savory roasted meat. By the way, this is our special gift for you, a brand new smoker. So that these wonderful wishes come true, I am truly confident that our valuable information and our professional assistance were useful at every single stage of the process. From the moment of your first arrival, when you just started exploring neighborhoods, schools, and houses, all the way to the final moment of today's transaction when you signed the documents. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nikita, pass it on to the next person. And now the ceremonial moment of handing over the keys. Keys are usually handed over at the property.
A couple of months later, we moved to Dallas, decided where we wanted to build our house, and started construction. And Larisa helped us literally from day one with advice, conversations, and she was always there for us. Any construction is like a little war. At first, everything seems simple and beautiful. The documents are signed, the foundation is poured, and then the surprises begin. Something gets installed in the wrong place, something gets moved to the wrong spot. And in these moments, of course, the help of professionals is crucial. This is where agents, brokers, and lawyers show their worth. And thanks to Larisa's help, we were well taken care of. With all of this support and collective strength, and the information shared by so many people, that is how we fought the many difficult battles we faced together.
A realtor's day often ends late in the evening, and from the outside, it only seems like all the work is done for the day. When Larisa returns home, she still has to deal with documents and emails, list houses for sale, and handle many other things that are invisible to outsiders. This is the invisible part of the realtor profession. That's why a loving family that always waits for you is so important. For Larisa, that's her husband Derek, her son Nikita, and the family's beloved Labrador Raymond. They are all a reliable support system that Larisa Dostal can count on in any situation. By the way, her son Nikita actively helps Larisa with many of her real estate affairs.
So viewers, what do you think of a day in the life of a realtor? It's not quite as glamorous or simple as it might seem when you look at the professional profiles of real estate agents on Facebook. That's exactly why only those who truly love their clients and their work remain in this profession for the long haul. Congratulations, dear Vanya and Roman, you have come a very long way.